Hola a todos, bienvenidos otra vez a Hogwarts Legacy. Buenos días. Ayer hemos jugado en Hogsmeade, hicimos duelos y también fuimos por la biblioteca buscar un libro. Y ahora volveremos a la aula del profesor Fig. Vale, pronto estaremos ahí. Vamos por el profesor Fig.
Revelio. Accio.
Vale, todavía no he comenzado esta quest.
Revelio.
Fuente del vestíbulo central. Esta fuente adornada presenta complejas estatuas talladas de habitantes del mundo mágico, incluyendo a un grupo de sirenas de piedra que rodean la base de la fuente. Muy bien. Quería comenzar esta misión, pero ahí se viene la chica.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Buenos días todos.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Espero.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something.
Lumos!
I wish I was a better.
Revelio!
Esta estatua con la sonrisa lisonjera refleja al mago medieval Gregory el Pelota. Este mago es famoso por haber inventado el ungüento grasiento, una poción que hace que quien la beba crea que tiene una gran amistad con quien quiera que se le haya dado. Vale, muy bien.
Lumos! Revelio!
Vale.
Lumos!
Lumos.
That spot must be a
pared.
clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
I'll say, that's not going to help you much.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Sturdy trousers from Gladwell's, made of leather.
Lenora! I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Polilla. Esta era una palabra que no conocía. Polilla.
Accio!
Muy bien, ahora vamos por el fuego ahí. Y después continuamos. Creo que todavía vamos por el profesor Fig, right? Así que subamos. Buenos días a todos en chat.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new...
Revelio.
The usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Este es el mapa del mundo. La mayor parte del mapa está cubierta por la niebla que reduce lo que puedes ver. Las aldeas son pequeñas comunidades del mundo. Esta aldea es de Bajo Hogsfield. Las aldeas brindan nuevas oportunidades a los vendedores, llamas de flujo, misiones secundarias y colecciones. A medida que exploras, se quitará la niebla y se mostrará más el mapa, que mostrará nuevas oportunidades como aldeas, mazmorras, campos de bandidos y muchas otras ubicaciones. Continuar.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Rueda y esquiva 10 veces y prueba incendio 5 veces.
Revelio.
Baños encantados. A menos que te encuentres en aprietos, probablemente sea mejor evitar este baño, ya que supuestamente es el lugar favorito de Peeves para hacer bromas.
Incendio! Revelio!
Legend de El Larguirucho. Esta estatua muestra al mago alto y delgado que parece estar orgulloso de sí mismo. ¿Por qué razón? Nadie lo sabe. Muy bien.
Revelio!
Y aquí... Mapa de Agroshire. Este mapa muestra a Agroshire, una región en Escocia que contiene los híbridos, el hogar nativo del dragón híbrido negro. Quería que estuviese en el juego los dragones. Por supuesto los hay, pero son pocos, ¿no?
Levioso!
Y no puedes jugar con ellos.
Revelio! Revelio! This looks intriguing.
Hola a todos, buenos días.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Vamos. averiguar qué pasa.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You should never have come here. This is a fast way to get yourself killed. You insolent crap!
Really enjoying the view? I'd like to be put...
You're in Hurt me! Stop that! What is it? Put me right!
Ya están todos ahora.
Put me back down! Right now!
Levioso!
I refuse to be treated in this manner!
Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio!
Not fond of this...
Incendio!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
La sección de colecciones en tu guía de campo fue actualizada con un nuevo tipo de enemigo. Puedes aprender información valiosa sobre ellos, como sus debilidades a ciertos hechizos.
Time to take over. We can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll
Levioso! Incendio!
Pay for your deeds!
Accio!
I hate heights!
Incendio! Levioso!
You're going to regret that.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
Otro incendio solo para estar cierto.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor, hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed, and I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
About the town?
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Hello, Mr. Semi. What do you have for sale?
I hope to see you again sometime.
Wonder who lives here.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Bufanda. Qué palabra graciosa, ¿eh?
Revelio.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Expelliarmus.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Ahora, por las clases de Herbología y Pociones.
Smell.
Revelio.
Conjures onion again.
Revelio.
árbol del invernadero. Situado en el centro del invernadero de Hogwarts, las raíces de este árbol gigante llegan tan profundo y se enredan de manera tan complicada como las mazmorras de la escuela.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting
Revelio.
at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Revelio.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during... Here we are, home of the Chinese chomp... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbage, and they'll do the rest.
Expelliarmus! Accio!
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pot.
La gente de este juego, siempre que comienza o termina de hablar, se vuelve enojadas, ¿no? Con la cara.
My mother was shocked with that.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry guarding?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents could... Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Remember,
Revelio.
Memorando fecha 31 de diciembre de 1875 de Oficina de Aurores, Asunto Borginen-Burkes. En Borginen-Burkes hubo mucho movimiento fuera del horario normal del comercio, en particular a altas horas de la noche. Se realizaron sospechosas entregas en la entrada trasera de la tienda. Dada la reputación que tiene el establecimiento, decidimos agregar más aurores al grupo que ha estado vigilando el sitio. Te incluiremos entre los refuerzos. Espera instrucciones adicionales.
Revelio.
Muy bien. Y los huevos.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Oh! Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
Revelio.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Placa de auror del profesor Sharp. Los aurores forman el cuerpo judicial mágico del ministerio y protegen al mundo mágico de todo tipo de amenazas, en especial de aquellas que la magia oscura presenta. Esta placa de auror le pertenece al profesor Sharp. Muy bien.
Dismissed.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Ugh, my fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish.
Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Might some kind soul help me?
Revelio.
Scrooge sabe acerca del libro que encontró. ¿Le falta algo? Scrooge no cree que sea seguro hablar en público. Le dejo otra nota en el otro lado del puente, en el círculo de rocas. Cuídese, no le cuente a nadie acerca de eso.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Accio!
Ya casi. Vaya donde están las calabazas cerca del círculo de piedras. Eche un vistazo al interior de una de ellas. Puede ayudar al pobre y afligido Scrooge.
Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place.
Revelio.
El joven Slytherin debe sentir mucha curiosidad a estas alturas. Encuentra a Scrooge en la orilla del agua junto a los muelles rotos.
Down to the water's edge.
¿Qué son muelles?
This had better not be a trick.
Ah, muelles son como estas pequeñas pontes, ¿no? Puntes.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Terrible.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck.
Revelio.
Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
Vale, stealth is not an option.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Incendio.
Vale. Vamos con los goles. Creo que será muy más fácil.
Protego. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
¡Ay, qué mierda!
Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Stupid! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Potato! Stupid! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Potato! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Leviosa! Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes. Revelio. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next. Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. beware a light breeze.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Revelio.
Ay, ¿cómo se nada despacio?
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black Family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves. Revelio. I should investigate. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Hope to see you again sometime.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Revelio. Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath.
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros. Revelio.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. But I feel as though you're not even trying.
I won't rest.
Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Won't get away with that.
Accio.
When are you taking
Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Revelio. No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. Revelio. I wonder how big this place is. Revelio. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if the spells will help me through this. Accio! Incendio! Stego! Stupid! Expelliarmus! Stupid! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Protego! Accio! Incendio!
Ay, perdí las pelotitas de magia.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Protego! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Stupefy! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Revelio. Revelio. I wonder if I can move that platform somehow. Protego! Expelliarmus! Stupid! Incendio! Accio! Revelio! That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Accio! Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. Accio, Protego, Incendio, Expelliarmus, Leviosa. Stupid one. Accio, Incendio, Leviosa. Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Revelio. Accio. Accio. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Incendio. Revelio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Incendio. Expelliarmus. 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 Incendio. Protego. Stupid.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. Accio. Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this game. There's no sign of him. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. Revelio. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete.
Vale,
More spiders.
parezco un loco.
These can't be what beheaded Uncle Jack. Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Accio! Incendio! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Revelio. I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Revelio! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus will destroy. Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Vale, y esto es difícil. Las gran ranas que estaba luchando contra en el lago son muy más difíciles que estos, que son los guardas.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Revelio! What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Tu conexión con la magia antigua ha desbloqueado talentos. Recibirás un punto de talento cada vez que subas tu nivel mágico. Hay nuevos puntos de talentos para usar en el menú de talentos en tu guía de campo. ¿Vale? Así que vamos por ellos, talentos. Ganarás puntos de talentos a partir del nivel 5. Puedes usar estos puntos como lo desees para mejorar tus hechizos y aumentar tu poder en combate, el sigilo y más. Elige con cuidado, los puntos de talento solo pueden gastarse una vez y la cantidad de talentos que adquieras será limitada. Regresa aquí a menudo para ver qué otros nuevos y poderosos talentos te esperan. Lo que creo que es lo más importante es tener espacio extra para los hechizos, así que vale, lo más importante ya está. Y aquí vamos a encerrar el stream de hoy. Así que los veo mañana. Y mañana creo que vamos a buscar un poco de plata, porque pronto tendré más cosas para comprar. Y mañana también creo que podemos hacer algunas misiones secundarias. Así que bye bye. Ay, no. Los veo mañana. Bye.